Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 O operating personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Narayanam namaskrityam naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udirayet. Reciting this Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead, Narayan, unto Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasdev, the author. Nashtaprayeshu bhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavatiruttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki. By regular attendance and classes on the Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. Majnanatinirandhasya jnananjanashalakaya chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I was born in the darkness of ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. Mukam karoti vachalam pangvam langayate girim yat kripatamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam. I offer my respectful obeisances unto my spiritual master, the deliverer of the fallen souls. His mercy turns the dumb into eloquent speakers, enables the lame to cross mountains. Hare Krishna everyone, thank you for joining for Srimad Bhagavatam class. We'll be reading from Canto 10, Chapter 27, verse 18 to 28, and we'll be focusing on verse 19. So in this chapter, Krishna lifted, not in this chapter but what is happening in the story, Krishna lifted Govardhan, and then Indra realized that he's doing a mistake. He was wrong, that he thought he's just a boy, just a regular boy, but instead he's the controller, the supreme personality of Godhead himself. So now, but he's afraid. He's afraid of going down and asking for forgiveness from Krishna. So he chose Subhi so that he could be comfortable going down and apologizing to Krishna. We heard a very beautiful class from His Grace Gauranga Darshan Prabhu about how to pray, and one of the standout points that was there was about punishment. It was very interesting. The class was very interesting if you were there. So he was saying that although Indra was praying with his heart, and they're beautiful prayers, they're sung by everyone, and it's in Bhagavatam. But one point that he missed was he was afraid of punishment. He didn't want to get punished. He was saying, "Forgive me," in some of the shlokas. And he was also realizing the mistake that he did. But he was afraid of punishment, afraid of chastisement. And now Surbhi will speak. Mother Surbhi, the cow. So in this verse, she will be speaking. Are you ready? Yes, we can start.
Text 18. Mother Surabhi, along with her progeny, the cows, then offered her obeisances to Lord Krishna. Respectfully requesting his attention, the gentle lady addressed the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who was present before her as a cowherd boy.
Mother Surabhi said, "O Krishna, Krishna, greatest of mysteries, O soul and origin of the universe, you are the master of the world, and by your grace, O infallible Lord, we have you as our master.
You are our worshipful deity. Therefore, O Lord of the universe, for the benefit of the cows, the Brahmanas, the demigods, and all other saintly persons, please become our Indra.
As ordered by Lord Brahma, we shall perform your bathing ceremony to coronate you as Indra. O soul of the universe who descends to this world to relieve the burden of the earth.
So Dev Goswami saying, having just appealed to Lord Krishna, the Surabhi performed the wedding ceremony with her own milk. And Indra, ordered by Aditi and other mothers of the demigods, anointed the Lord with heavenly Ganga water from the trunk of Indra's elephant lion, Airavat. Thus, in the company of the demigods and great sages, Indra conquered Lord Krishna. Coronated. Lord Krishna, the descendant of Dasha, and gave him the name Govinda.
The Guru Narada and other Gandharvas, along with the Vidyadharas, Siddhas, and Charanas, came there to sing the glories of Lord Hari, which purify the entire world, and the wives of the demigods filled with joy danced together in the Lord's honor.
The most eminent demigods chanted the praise of the Lord and scattered wonderful showers of flowers all around him. All three worlds felt supreme satisfaction, and the cows drenched the surface of the earth with their milk.
Rivers flowed with various kinds of tasty liquids, trees exuded honey, edible plants came to maturity without cultivation, and hills gave forth jewels formerly hidden in their interiors.
O Parikshit, beloved of Kuru dynasty, upon the ceremonial bathing of Lord Krishna, all living creatures, even those cruel by nature, became entirely free of enmity.
After he had ceremonially bathed Lord Govinda, who is the master of the cows in the cowherd community, King Indra took the Lord's permission and, surrounded by the demigods and other high beings, returned to his heavenly abode.
Focusing on which verse?
19. Ready? Krishna Krishna, Surabhiruvacha Krishna Krishna Mahayogin Vishwatman Vishwasambhava Bhavatalokanatena Sanatha Vimuchayut.
Surabhiruvacha Krishna Krishna Mahayogin
Vishwatman Vishwasambhava
Bhavatalokanatena
Sanatavayamachyuta
Surbhiruvacha
Krishna Krishna Mahayogin
Vishwatman Vishwasambhava
Bhavatalokanatena
Sanatavayamachyuta
Surabhiruvacha Krishna Krishna Mahayogin
Vishwatman Vishwasambhava
Bhavatalokanatena
Sanatavayamachyuta
Surabhiruvacha
Krishna Mahayogin
Vishwatman Vishwasambhava
Vishwatma Vishwasambhava. We'll go to synonyms all together, please. Subhi said, Krishna, Krishna, O Krishna, Krishna, Mahayogin, O greatest of mystics, Vishwatman, O soul of the universe, Vishwasambhava, O origin of the universe, Bhavata, by you, Lokanathen, the master of the world, Sannath, having a master, we, Achyut, O fallible one. Translation altogether, please. Mathur Surbhi said, O Krishna, Krishna, greater of mystics, O soul and the origin of universe, you are the master of the world, and by your grace, O infallible Lord, we have you as our master. Purport? Yes.
Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur points out here that Mother Surabhi is feeling great ecstasy as she repeats the words Krishna, Krishna. Krishna lifted Govardhana hill by his mystic power and thus protected the cows of Vrindavan. Whereas her so-called master Indra has tried to kill them. Thus Surabhi now clearly understands that it is not the demigods but rather the supreme god Krishna himself, who is her real master forever.
Jai Ho. As Moni Prabhu said in orientation, that sometimes people walk the talk and sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just speak what is written in Bhagavatam and try to follow. So I'm one of them trying to follow whatever I will speak. I will try that it will be from Bhagavatam, not mental concoctions or something not in line. Thank you so much for this opportunity of Srimad Bhagavatam class. There are many verses in Srimad Bhagavatam in which Krishna, Krishna, this 2 times in distress, in ecstasy, in love. In mental plane, it seems all same. Tears, anxiety, you're shaking. If I will see someone, he's tearing up, it can be ecstasy or it can be great distress. So in mental plane, if you see in material world, it seems same. Sometimes soul gets bewildered. We think that's why in this world, when we come, we YouTube, we are on Instagram, we're checking out these influencers, they have great life, we think, oh, that's ecstasy, I think that's bliss, I think that's happiness. But they're not. They seem same. They have great anxiety, but on social media, they're portraying something else. So yes, there's one more verse when Brajvasis, they called out to Krishna when Indra was showering the rain, and they also used these two verses, Krishna Krishna. I don't know if I can remember the shloka. Krishna Krishna Mahabhag Tvannatham Gokulam Prabho Tratum Arasi Shantatman Tratum Arasi Devan Kupitat Bhakta Vatsala. Krishna Krishna Mahabhag, they're distress. Here in ecstasy, but Brajvasis, they're in distress. They're saying Krishna Krishna Mahabhag, oh most fortunate Krishna, Tvannatham Gokulam Prabhu, you're the master. And also in many of the verses you must have heard that Krishna is thinking, oh, and now Krishna is trapped because Brajvasis, they consider Krishna as their master, as their Lord. So now Krishna has to do something. He is Bhakta Vatsal. If you will consider Krishna, this is called bound by love. Mother, they're bound by love. When there is a child and he or she, or they're crying, there's a little child and mother is sleeping and the child is crying for milk. Mother knows that if I will not wake up, who will give him food? So this is called one-pointed, like this bounds. Even for us, what example should I take? Our parents, we feel a responsibility. If we will do it, who will? They're so dependent. So see, if we are also, like, we have to do something for our parents. Why? They are so dependent on us. We don't, like, I don't think so. I don't think about my parents all the time. Like, okay, I love them so much, every second. No, but I still have to do something for them. Why? Because when they are dependent, where they will go. So this dependency, when this dependency we show to Krishna, they're like, man, where this stupid fellow will go, I have to take care of him. So this is one of the verses. Krishna Krishna Mahabhag Tvannatham Gokulam Prabhu Tratum Marasi Shant Tratum Marasi Devanam Kupitat Bhakta Vatsala. Devana, they talk about Indra. Tratum, please get us out of this calamity. Devana, who is Devan? Indra. Kupitad, he's turbulence. Kupitat Bhakta Vatsal. Oh, you are Bhakta Vatsal. Again and again, many of the Acharya's songs, this is the art of praying. Whenever you worship, you express your distress, how we are. Krishna Krishna Mahabhag, and how Krishna is Bhakta Vatsal. So whenever we pray, we should include all these things in our prayers. There's one more verse. When Mother Uttara, she saw that Brahmastra, was it Brahmastra? Brahmastra was approaching her womb in distress. Here in ecstasy, but there in distress. Krishna Krishna Mahayogin Deva Deva Jagatpate Nanyam Tudam Pashye Yatrimtyu Prasparam. She's saying Krishna Krishna Mahayogin Deva Deva Jagatpate, Dev of the Dev. Whoever you consider Dev, he is the Dev of that Dev. Dev Dev Jagatpate, you are the master. Nanyam Tudam Pashye, I cannot see anyone beside you, the protector. Nanyam Tudam Pashye Yatra Mrityu Parasparam. Where? Mrityu Parasparam. Here in this material world, where is Mrityu and Paras? Yatra, here Mrityu means for death, and Parasparam, duality. Stress, distress, happiness. Gain, loss. Heat, cold. Yes. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says about heat and cold. Anyone remember the shloka? Because I don't. Yes, what is the shloka? Yes. Heat and cold. I was attending the lecture of Bhakti Shastri, Kauranga Prabhu, and he was talking about heat and cold. And I was thinking how this is material world. Of course, we are struggling with heat and cold, stress and distress. But the same when we take bath, the same water in heat we have cold water, right? Very soothing, very fresh, refreshing. Wow! But that same water in winter will be very painful. So this is material world. Same thing. Wow! So pleasing to my heart, so pleasing to my eyes. And that same, not even an inch, was taken out of that thing. Anything that will be the greatest distress of your lives in material world. Where was I? Okay, yeah. So Mother Uttara was praying like this in distress. Here Brajvasis are praying in hope. Here Mother Surabhi is praying in ecstasy. Anything going on in our lives, this should be constant praying. There is a series of His Holiness Bhakti Tirth Swami Maharaj, the beggar. So this is who we are, the beggars. When we learn about acharyas, when we read about acharyas, this is the most prominent thing that they ask for. Narottam Das Thakur, all of his bhajans, he's like a beggar, taking a begging bowl. And here also, just now we sang the song Chaitanyam, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Karo More, begging. And you have to increase the duration. I remember when I used to chant, when I first used to chant, only not 5 rounds, that's 5 times in front of Hanumanji. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare, 5 times. My God, how people do like 1 round, oh my God. Just, you prolong it, slowly, you prolong it. Similarly, when we are in this mood of praying, or we are begging, sometimes we are in this mood, right? Just try to prolong this 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, 24 hours begging. This is the mood. Who had this mood? All of our acharyas, all of our gurus. One of the most prominent example is Raghunath Das Goswami. I was reading somewhere that he only laughed one time in his lifetime. Always crying, always begging. It may seem that, wait a minute, we are laughing. Poor Raghunath Das Goswami, it may seem like that, crying. Everyone is so happy. But that's not the case. Bhagavad Gita 15.1, when Krishna says that this world is reflection of the material. Urdhvam moolam adha shakam prahur shattam avyayam. Something like that. Urdhvam moolam, opposite. Crying in the material world, great distress. Crying for Krishna, oh Mahabhagavat, that's so great devotee. I'm thinking of examples of this duality in material world and spiritual world. So Raghunath Das Goswami, he cried. So this is the art. Read about their lives. You will know the art of prayers, how they prayed. So this is the nature of material world. Yatra mrityu parasparam.
Could you repeat that shloka? You just said Yatya Mrityu.
Krishna Krishna Mahayogin Dev Dev Jagatpate Nanyam Tudam Bashye Yat Mrityuhu Parasparam Yatra Mrityuhu Parasparam. This duality. Chitraketu Maharaj, when he was cursed by Mother Parvati, he was completely detached. The Uma, the Parvati, the goddess, she was bewildered. Wait a minute, I'm cursing him. She was looking at Shiva. Like, why he's like, it's okay. He was making comments on Lord Shiva. So this is how to get out of duality. Stress, distress, happiness, this, that, loss, gain. The perfect example, Maharaj Chitraketu. Amazing how he showed. So he was with his millions of wives. He was in his divine chariot and he was going like a spaceship or something. He was going from the sky and he saw Shiva speaking to sages like Narada and more great sages. And he saw that Mother Parvati is sitting on his lap. So that's the glory of Lord Shiva. Maya personified, who can bewilder everyone. What Lord Shiva is doing? Making her sit on her lap and speaking Harikatha. So this is how absorbed he is in glorifying Krishna. So when Maharaj Chitraketu saw what he's doing, in a very friendly way, they are friends, they know each other. So they're like, what are you doing? Even these materialistic people these people in Loka, they don't even do that. What you are doing, in public, you are making your wife sit on your lap. You're worse than people in material world. And Shiva just smiled. That's it. My friend joking. But Mother Parvati, she got offended. And she was like, no, this, and she said that what he thinks, that Narada is here, lot of great sages are here, they can't see this, why he is commenting? She was right. So now Maharaj Chitraketu knows that, oh my god, I offended her. So he immediately got down, paid obeisances and asked for forgiveness. Then Mother Parvati said, she used the word Putra, son. Prabhupada mentions that even though she was cursing, but she's mother. She was very affectionate, but still she was, chastising Maharaj Chitraketu. My dear son, you may born in a demoniac family. You think you are very great. You have this ego. You may be born in a demoniac family. And then one of the greatest verses of this chapter, chapter 6 I guess, chapter 4, Maharaj Chitraketu, what he spoke bewildered Mother Uma about that, oh it's okay, Mother, stress, distress, curse, boon, nothing is like temporary, nothing is permanent, yes, everything is temporary. Going here, it's because of my Purva Janam, it's because of what I did in the past. It's completely okay, completely detached. She was like, wait. She was very bewildered. And when he left, like, okay, I will be a demon. And he left. Then Mother Parvati was like, dear husband, what was that? I've never seen someone like this. And then Lord Shiva was like, Parvati, this is the devotee of the Supreme Lord. So this is the glories of. And then he stopped whatever he was doing. He was like, okay, now we will do that after. Listen to the glories. Did you see Chitraketu, how calm he was? This is how the devotees of Supreme Lord are. So this was very bewildering to him. And then Lord Shiva, he spoke about duality in material world. About dream, that there's an amazing verse that he spoke, and in purport Prabhupada writes that this is a dream going on. We are in a dream because of our ignorance. Soul has nothing to do with whatever we are doing materially. Prabhupada writes a mind-blowing purport to this, and last section of this purport he writes that when we are dreaming, we feel, right? Sometimes we get hurt and we feel it. We really feel it sometimes. And we also think, oh, we should do this, we should do that. So it's like our body and mind is active in the dream. When we wake up, our body and mind is active. So it's like, wow. So he was like, this is also a dream, just a gross dream. And amazing. I have that verse with me on my desk. Crazy verse. Amazing. I don't remember the verse. I will learn that verse. Like in dream also, you feel, you touch. If you never wake up, imagine you never wake up, but still you feel, right? We touch, we get angry. We wake up, we touch, we get angry. Everything same. Just we woke up. I've heard from sadhus, and of course Lord Shiva. Then this is self-realization, part of self-realization. That when you have darshan, when you're chanting, when you sit your mantra, when the mercy descends, then in a snap of a second, all the distress that you had, when you wake up, oh my God, that was a bad dream. That's what happens. What was the verse? So yes. Coming back to the verse, there should be an ecstasy. I like this. One time, Srila Sukdev Goswami was also in ecstasy when he was describing something, and there was verse. It's supposed to be 1, 2, 3, but verses were like 3, 4, 1. Then Acharya commented that Sukdev Goswami was in ecstasy, and like, okay, this here. So this is how, sudden. This is what pure devotees they feel. We were talking about Vrajbala Prabhu, it will be over, I promise. He was joining. We were talking about the glories of devotees when we were all there. And in that, you mentioned one of the devotees where he was doing deity worship. What was the name? Okay, yeah. When he was doing deity worship, you're like, okay, first Achman or first Arti? First Achman. You're like, Om Keshivaya Namaha. And as soon as he heard the name, he went into trance. And at 7 a.m., he was like, Om Keshivaya Namaha. At 2 p.m., he opened his eyes. My God, just... And you see, these devotees, their family members are always in distress, like what they are doing. Raghunath Goswami, like it's running again and again from home. Narottam Das Thakur running again and again. All the people who are associated with devotees, it's not easy to be, a family member of a devotee. But again, you'll get the prize. Family members. When Durvasa Muni offended Amrish Maharaj, he went to Vishnu to ask for forgiveness. Then he said, Bhakta Janapriya. Vishnu said that I cannot do anything. Sadhu Veer Grastha Hridayo Bhakter. That sadhus, they have my heart. I'm so much entrapped in their love. And what to speak of them? Bhakter Bhaktajan. Devotees of the devotees. Very, very dear to me. King Kulshekar, he also talks about this. And devotees, Krishna, he is also entrapped by devotees. Devotees, they also want service of devotees. Maharaj Chitraketu in his next life as Vitrasur, he asked, Mamuttam shloka jimeshu sakhyam samsar chakre pravitah swakarmavi. Mamuttam shlok, oh Uttam shlok. He's talking to Krishna. Uttam shlok means who is glorified by top class shlokas, Uttam shlokas. Uttam shlok jimeshu sakhyam, you make your jan, your people my friend. Samsar chakre pravitah swakarmavi. I am rolling again and again in this material world. King Kulshekar also prays. I don't remember the shloka, but tav bhritasya seva, something like that. Like your servants, worship or service I need. From where I started, I don't know, but okay, it's okay. Yes. He went into ecstasy. Brahmanga Thakur. Uddhava in chapter 3 to 1, Srimad Bhagavatam. He's talking to Vidura. One of the best verses. Chatra Vartam Priyashrayam Prativaktam Nuna Cha Utseva Smariteshwara Utkandhyat Smariteshwara. They're having conversation and Vidura was like, okay, what about Krishna? How is he? And he got stunned. Uddhava. He went into trance, yes. He couldn't speak. Utkant. He choked. Utkanta Smariteshwara, remembering his Lord. And Kshatra Vartam Priyashrayam, they're talking about, and they're two great devotees, they're talking about their loved one, Krishna. Went into ecstasy. There's one more devotee. Yes. The lot of instances with Srila Prabhupada's disciples, they say that sometimes Srila Prabhupada is saying something and he chokes up. And you're like, okay, go on, Kirtan. And then he will just close his eyes. It happens sometimes when he also remembers Guru Maharaj. Very difficult for him. And gratitude. He was feeling that gratitude. Once somebody asked Prabhupada, when you see Prabhupada's passport photo, he's like very grumpy old man like this. So somebody asked Prabhupada, were you angry when you clicked this picture? He's like, you stupid! I was in ecstasy. So yes. This was the condition again on where we were on. Yes. Life of Sri Narottam Das Thakur. 15 minutes. He's checking the time. 15 minutes. He's running 21 days straight, 8 days straight in the forest. And like he was just remembering Mahaprabhu in his heart and he was running in the forest. So this is the glories of. So where is the distress? Misery. Similarly, we have to aim. This is the principle of why not. We will live. We will talk. Devotee will talk. Non-devotee will talk. But why not talk about Krishna? Why not talk about how to improve your sadhana? How to, like you guys talk about how to preach, how to give Krishna to others. Okay, we'll do this, we'll do this. This will never go in vain. These are not just like materially motivated talks. We all will work. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that even for maintaining the body, everybody has to work. So you cannot just go somewhere. If you'll go somewhere in the forest, still you have to get up, drink something to work. So why not? Always try to think like this. Why not? Wherever we will plus Krishna. For example, of course, as in the starting we were talking about, it seems same. But if you see a person, he's in anxiety, he's in distress, he's having tears, it can be love of Godhead, it can be material distress. So it seems the same. But when we plus in everything, just try to add, just plus holy name or plus Krishna. Whenever we say Krishna, we also mean holy name. Indra Prabhu, he used to replace the word Naam with Naam. Naam ekam shanam. Aham tvam, aham, no, this one. Wherever there is Naam, so he used to replace this with Naam. Naam ekam shanam. In every instances, just adding Krishna will change the circumstance. And that's why reading Bhagavatam is very important, because just speaking, everything will change, but how? Where is the example? Srimad Bhagavatam. You will see these devotees devotees like Maharaj Chitraketu getting cursed. It was a curse, right? It was the most unauspicious thing from Mother Parvati. Worst thing that you can get is a curse from the wife of Lord Shiva. Worst thing. But still it was the best thing that could happen to him. Complete change. Curse of Maharaj Parikshit when he garlanded the snake. And still it is said, who was it? Maharaj Yudhishthir, he asked Bhishma. Bhishma was talking to Yudhishthir when he was lying down. And he said, Muhyanti Kavyopihi. Who is Krishna? Muhyanti. He bewilders Kavyopihi, great thinkers. Similarly, devotees also, like Maharaj Chitraketu bewildered Mother Parvati. Maharaj Parikshit bewildered everyone when he jumped in great ecstasy when he came to know that he's getting cursed. Like, oh Lord, thank you so much. I'm getting cursed. See, this is the mentality of devotees. What he said, Tasyeva meghasya paravaresho vyasakta chittasya graheshva bhikshanam nirvedamulo dvijashaparupo yat dvijashaparupo. I will remember this, wait. Tasyeva meghasya paravaresho vyasakta chittasya graheshva bhikshanam nirvedamulo dvijashaparupo. यत्र प्रसक्तो भ्रमांशु धत्ते तस्यैव मेघस्य परावरेषु व्यासक्त चित्तस्य ग्रहेषु भीषणम्. Oh Krishna, thank you so much for giving me this curse. Why? Because I was attached to greheshva bhikshanam, to my family life. Thank you so much. And I was not able to get out of this on my own. So how you came? Nirvedamulo dvijashaparupa, you came as a curse. Wow, thank you so much. You see Krishna in curse. Ecstasy, reading the shloka, like, what? Happy. In great joy he went to, finally, greheshva bhikshanam, everything done. I was very humble. He's very humble. He's not attached to family. Very humble. And without telling anyone anything, he went to the banks and like, okay, now I will merge my senses, as Bhishma says, Bhishma Suti. Iti matirupakalpita vitrishna bhagavati satvata pungave vibhumni iti my mind, my body, my words, I will focus on you. So that's what Maharaj did. So curse will turn into boom. Little bit of effort of chanting the holy names of Krishna. Last example, even defeat will turn into a win. Example? Any example where devotee got defeated? Yes. It better be not my example. The example that I thought. Yeah, very nice. Yes. It seems like that, oh, Krishna took everything from Guru Maharaj. But he gained everything. Yes.
Vitrasur.
No, okay, yeah.
Vitrasur got defeated, got actually killed by Indra. He was liberated. He went back to Godhead. It was a big win for him.
Yeah, he was a demon. We were reading, me and Vatsal Prabhu, that Indra is saying, oh, how beautiful Vitrasur is looking. Yeah, right? Like how demon is looking very beautiful. To Indra, where Indra has seen so many apsaras, still he's like, oh, demon is looking so beautiful. Yes. Who? Bhishma. Yes. Yes. Wow, nice. Right?
Rohan Prabhu also has an example.
Yes.
Putna.
Yeah. Yes, nice. Devotees are bewildered by Putna. Even devotees got bewildered. Aham har anini. What was the shloka? Of Ahobakiyam stanakalakutam jigham sayapayatya asadvi lebhe gatim dhatra yuchitam tatonyam kam vadayalum sharanam vrajema. Even devotees are like, Ahobakiyam stanakalakutam. This demon went to you and tried to kill you. Ahobakiyam stanakalakutam jigham sayapayatya asadvi. She was envious, she was unfaithful, asadvi, not sadhu, asadvi. But what you did, lebe gatim dhatra yuchitam tatonyam uchit. You considered that favorable, okay, I should give him what? Lebe gatim, what gati? Lebe gatim dhatri, my nurse, or like mother. You gave him kamva dayalum sharanam vrajema, that I am taking shelter of this Krishna who is so merciful, Sharanam Vrajema, that even when that Putana came to you by the intention of killing, you gave him dhatra, you gave him the service of a mother. So, yes, Putana, but what I thought was, amazing examples, was not from Srimad Bhagavatam, was from Ramayana, was Jatayu. Brutally defeated, almost verge of killing, verge of being killed. But what happened? And it seemed like, Ravan won, right? Ravan cut off his wings, he went, taking Mother Sita. So sometimes we hear think, man, it's been 2 years in ashram, everybody's winning in life, my friend got a car. You know, everything is going so good. They are winning in life. We're here. Do Sankirtan there, do Sankirtan there. Sankirtan there, chanting there. Sometimes family members also give us stress. Everybody is winning in life. And it's practical also, everybody is winning. But you are here, like Jatayu defeated. It's time. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Questions, corrections? Yes.
I have this question, like whenever we hear about acharyas, like how strict their sadhana was, like how disciplined they were. but he was saying that who was the Acharya who used to laugh only one time.
Yeah, Raghunath Das Goswami.
So when I hear about such acharyas, I feel like what we are doing is like, is it right or is it very casual, or we should follow the path that they were following. So, I mean, I do compare that what we are doing is wrong, or what the sadhana that they were following, we should also try to do that. So I mean, can you please tell or that what we are doing is right or wrong, or should we compare ourselves with acharyas? And I'm not able to frame my question.
Yeah, I got it.
If you get it.
Can you repeat your question?
I said that when I hear about acharyas, how strict their sadhana was, how disciplined they were, like their routine or how they used to act, their behavior. So when I compare it with my life or with currently what we're doing, so it makes me think like the sadhana that we're doing, is it right or wrong? Because I know we should not be comparing, they are on very upper level. But should we follow that path, or should we follow the steps to reach there? The last one, it's a statement made me think about this.
Yes. It also depends on nature of devotee, like how his nature is. Mahaprabhu, they joked a lot. Mahaprabhu with his devotees, the acharyas around him, and they're splashing water. And Mahaprabhu like, man, I'm not able to breathe. That's okay. That's it. So lot of times when acharyas are joking. This is just an example of Raghunath Das Goswami. And I think when we know that our bhajan is going good, that automatically a smiling face, or automatically the joy comes. Oh, thank that Krishna is reciprocating. So you cannot. Yeah, different people, different. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj, very grave. Srila Prabhupada, very grave. But of course, he laughed and he joked. So yeah, your nature, how your nature is. There are a lot of devotees, right, in our sampradaya also, always laughing. So yeah, it will intensify your nature. Whatever service Krishna wants from you, you are a serious devotee, okay, you be a very serious devotee. So yeah, it's very, yes.
Thank you.
So like it's mentioned in all like scriptures to like balance everything. It's not just So how do we do that? Because sometimes like our heart wants something, but there are material obligations and we do not know what to do. And how do we like ask Krishna that we want to do bhakti also, but we also have to endeavor at the same time how to balance everything.
You balance.
How?
For example, when we go out for work and we are working outside, but our heart is crying, like, man, I have to go to temple. So sometimes these material sufferings and these material pangs can result in greater bhakti. This desire of Krishna, I want to. You will never say this if you're not willing to surrender. So this act of balancing, I was talking about Raghunath Das Goswami. He balanced perfectly his family life, like laughing, contributing in financial matters, everything. But in heart, you're like, this should be the art of remembering Krishna, and you will get it when you chant for longer time. Sometimes it's also momentary. For example, oh Krishna, I want you. Okay, then come here, do one. but you're waking up at 8 a.m. Wait a minute, but you wanted me right now, you're in the ashram. You, like, okay, I left everything. When I was at work, I was like, Krishna, I want you. Now I'm here, I'm not doing anything. So, what want? So sometimes it's momentary. Sometimes we think that this will be very good for us, but so till it naturally flows, and you will know it. You know, Srila Prabhupada says that when we eat something, when we eat prasad, I don't need your or anybody's approval. Did I, what do you call it? Am I satisfied right now? No, you know. So eventually you will end up leaving what is pratikul, yeah, what is not beneficial, in a very not in a very frivolous way, in a very smooth way. Like, onion garlic, like we had these type of rules. So, nobody says, okay, first give onion garlic, then chanting. No, first chanting, naturally it will come. Everything will naturally come. Sometimes it's momentary, and you have to see that. Do we really want it? It's not very small thing, wanting Krishna. So sometimes they charge us. Some people, they have to go to job to get some, I don't know, that push. Then they're here, they're like, then they feel some pleasure. So yes, I hope I answered it some way. Anything else? Hare Krishna, thank you so much.